Good afternoon and welcome to another segment of Off the Cuff with Deb. Today I have a special guest with me here for probably the 12th time is Kathy Sabater with Fairway Mortgage. And we are going to be talking about sellers who are transitioning. Today we actually have a different set. We're located here at one of our sellers' homes in Buena Creek. This is a property that's newly listed over on Overhill Drive. Now let me tell you a little bit about this seller. When I met this seller, he was a for sale by owner. And I walked into the property as a neighbor, curious what the property was going for. And he had the property listed for $879,000. When I came into the property, I was like, wow, this is amazing views, westerly views. It's gorgeous. It had actually 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. It had 1.4 acres, enough for 3 horses on the property, which is actually zoned for. But when I walked into the house, there was something missing. And that missing feature was the staging. Every room in the house was empty and vacant, and I couldn't really visualize how that home was actually going to be lived in. So I suggested to him, you know, this house is gorgeous. I have a buyer that might be interested, but I think you'll do a lot better if you stage the house. So today, you're looking at a beautifully staged home over here on Overhill Drive. The address is 3059 Overhill Drive in Vista in the beautiful Buena Creek area. The house is now currently listed, brand new listing at $899,000 to $949,000. Now the reason this seller is selling is because he and his wife are looking for a transition. And we often have what we call transition sellers in the real estate market. Some are transitioning into a beautiful big home like this, which is about 3,600 square feet, 5 bedroom, 4.5 bath, all en-suite bathrooms in the bedrooms, beautiful big bonus room upstairs, gorgeous westerly views, 1.43 acres, 50 fruit trees, boat RV parking, 4-car garage. I can go on and on about the amenities, but it's way too much for this couple. They no longer have kids living in the home, so it's time for them to transition out into a smaller home that is a little bit more manageable. So I invited Kathy Sabater, and I'm going to actually give you some time to talk a little bit about that transitional housing, because as a lender, she often deals with loans where sellers are selling and transitioning either into a property that's less expensive, sometimes because they want something smaller, right? Or more expensive, depending on their needs. Like in this case, this buyer wants a house with horses, a little bit more land for horses, but a little bit less house for maintenance because this house is too big for them. So tell me what your perspective is on transitional sellers and what the benefit is on the lending side as they transition out, including the tax benefits, because there are some tax benefits with that transition when they go into the new market.
Right. So let me explain this. Thank you, Debbie.
Again, for giving you the platform, right?
Absolutely.
Because I usually don't give you the platform,
you
right?
don't. Yeah, but I got it today.
Okay. Go, because
so,
I'm going to take it back.
You got it. So this is the key, people. This is a wonderful home. So if you look at what these individuals are doing, so if they want more house, are they priced out of the market, or were they smart enough, which they were, to invest in a time where they can take the equity out of this home and use that as a down payment for the next?
Absolutely.
So for those individuals who are 55 and over, there are certain rules and regulation, Proposition 6090N, 8 and 13, you need to take a look at that. Because call us and we'll let you know what those propositions are. Because you talked about tax benefits, right?
You can do an actual tax transfer.
But there's some rules and regulations that go with that. So at this point, if you're transitioning, whether you at this point are having a big house and want to get to a smaller house but more acreage, your price point might be the same, but you were fortunate to be homeowner.
That's right.
To gather the equity from here to use that to leverage your money for your down payment.
That's right. And well, today's market, we have much lower interest rates than we did when this buyer bought his house.
Absolutely.
So even as he transitions into maybe a larger lot, a smaller house, about the same price range, right? He's still going to have lower payments because his payments are going to be lower than his existing mortgage. But on the contrary, we also have sellers who are transitioning from this large home into a smaller home, retirement, you know, going into like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath.
And low maintenance.
Low maintenance, and to pay all cash so they don't have a monthly mortgage payment.
That's right.
Right? And so with those type of buyers, you know, preparing the home for sale, maximizing the equity through professional home staging. I'm going to tell you, I'm really proud to say this actually on this house, because we listed this house, had it staged on, we listed it on a Monday, had it staged on a Wednesday. We had photos taken on Thursday. We had the property actually listed on the MLS on Friday, open house on Saturday and Sunday, and our first offer on Monday.
So what are you saying? In less than 5 to 6 days?
No,
you staged the home?
I'm saying I was in Maui when I did this.
No, but you staged the home in less than 5 to 6 days. The for sale by owner never had any offers until you came on.
That's right.
Staged the home, and then he's getting offers in.
He not only
That
got
is a value
added
based
service.
on stage home.
That's right. He had the house listed on the market for about 4 months with absolutely no offers. And when I came to look at the home, because I actually happened to be a neighbor of his, just to see what he was asking for, because I do have buyers looking in this area.
Right.
And I wanted to see, well, what is this house and how much is he asking? When he told me the price he was asking, my first reaction, to be honest with you, was you're underpriced. Oh my gosh, I'm your neighbor. What are you doing? Like, you could get so much more for this house. It has so much more to offer. The problem is that every single room in the house was vacant. And
So what does that mean?
A vacant response.
Thank
Everybody knows that a vacant home is a vacant response online because, what do we say, 97% of buyers.
How many? 97%.
Kathy, I've told you this like the last 10 times.
Internet?
That's right.
Yeah, but let's get it right. It used to be, because I'm going to tell you, we fought all of this social media, all of this now media.
We did.
Right? It used to be 50% of people.
Now,
then 60%, then 80%, and now
we're
it's
talking
what?
97% of buyers go online first.
Thank you.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. And so our goal now as realtors and brokers is to actually showcase a home in its best show condition online first, because it'll never make the list if they don't actually see a showcased home. Hence why the value of staging. Staging builds equity. And the benefit
What
is
did you just say?
staging builds equity.
you.
But you know what I didn't say is that Staged Homes offers free, no, let me say it again, free, F-R-E-E, professional home staging. It is a value-added service that increases your equity because we understand that the market has changed. And
Who's
so
we?
Staged Homes Real Estate.
Thank you.
Kathy, I've said that like
I
100
know,
times.
but a lot of people don't get that.
I know.
part. They don't get it.
Staged Homes Real Estate means that Staged Homes stages real
Your
estate.
company.
Like it really
Thank
stages.
you.
That's
Got it.
right.
So let me ask this. Let me add this. We talked about sellers transitioning. We also have to talk about the people who are in a smaller home that have to go into a bigger home.
My daughter and her husband, no, I'm not kidding. They have 3 offers out today, because they have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo that they have outgrown now that I have 2 beautiful grandbabies. One, by the way, is 6 months old and the other one is like 15 months old. I'm like super excited. But because they've outgrown their home, they're in a position where they're paying more for rent because the landlord increased their rent.
Right.
I'm like, get qualified. Kathy qualified them. Now they're in the market. They've got 3 offers out today. So we're really hoping that one of those 3 houses that they're going to actually get, and I'm going to be so excited. I'm hoping it's for Vista because we're in Vista, so that would be awesome. But that's the key. If you are living in a property, paying somebody else's rent, your family's growing, and you want to get into the market, you need to give us a call, send us a message, because we have programs that are both FHA, 3.5% down, VA, 0 down programs, conventional, as we talked last week. If you didn't get to see it, go to www.stagedhomesrealestate.com or log into our YouTube channel and check out our page where we're talking about how to get in with conventional with 0% down if you make under $112,000 a year. No joke. Great loan programs, great interest rates, great time to buy, great time to transition, great time to buy up and move down. So if you're interested in more information, please look us up, send us a message, share this if you like what we have to say here. And thank you, Kathy, for joining us. And I know I didn't thank you last time. I'm sorry. I tried. But thank you so much. We're going to come back next week. And I promise I'm going to give you a little bit more time. But thank you for your input.
You got it.
Once again, thank you for joining us live at Off the Cuff with Deb. We'll see you next week.